Hello guys, welcome to my channel. That was from ch1. In this session we are going to study number system of class 9 standard first chapter. So let's see what is number system. We know that in number system we have natural numbers, whole numbers and integers and real numbers, everything. First let's begin with the introduction part, natural numbers. So what are natural numbers? Natural numbers or those numbers which starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on and ends with a so long. So the number continues. Okay. So there is a difference between the natural number and whole number. Then what is whole numbers? Even these numbers have 1, 2, 3 and go on with 6, 4, 7. But what is the difference? Here we have 0, but natural numbers we don't have 0. Natural numbers starts with 1 and continues, and in whole numbers the number starts from 0. It's very important. Next we have integers. So what is integers? Integers are those numbers which we have both positive numbers and negative numbers. Two types, where you have positive 1, 2, 3, 4 and negative numbers also. Next we have rational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are those numbers which are in the form of P by Q form, where Q is not equal to 0. So let's see some example like 6 by 9, okay, 7 by 5. These are the numbers which are rational numbers where denominator is not equal to 0. Now let's find or solve an example. Let's find a rational number between any two numbers. So let's take a number 2 and 3. So let's try to find rational number between these two. Okay. So let's see, 2 means we have denominator 1. Okay. So let's multiply both the numerator and denominator with 10. So whichever number we are going to multiply with denominator, same has to be multiplied with the numerator. So the answer will be 20 by 10. So in case of 3, the denominator is 1. Here also we are going to multiply with 10. So the answer will be 30 and 10. So between these two we are going to find the rational numbers. So how? From 20 to 30. So after 20 what do we have? 21, 22 and so on till 30 by 10. 21 by 10, 22 by 10, 23 by 10, 24 by 10 and so on till 30 by 10. That's how we find the rational numbers between two numbers. Next we are going to study about irrational number. So what is irrational number? Irrational numbers are those numbers which does not have a complete root. For example, if I take root 9, it is a complete root. We have a square root of it. That's 3 by 1. Therefore it's a rational number. Okay, it's not an irrational number. Okay, it's not an irrational number. It's a rational number, root 9. So what is irrational number? It's not a complete root. So for example, root 3. So root 3 cannot be solved. It's an irrational number. Next we have root 2, root 5, root 7. These numbers which does not have a complete root, these numbers are known as irrational number. And irrational numbers are those numbers which are recurring and non-terminating. We are going to study this and further. Recurring are the numbers, those are repeatedly occurring, right? 0.001, 001, 0001 and so on. It will be repeating the same and it's non-terminating, right? Terminating or numbers or those number, recurring and terminating or these are the type of number 0.00707 which terminates, which does not prolong. Like this, it's continuous. Okay. Now let's plot an irrational number on the number line. That's root 2. So how are we going to solve this? So we know we have to apply the formula That's related to Pythagoras theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem formula? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, let's see what is Pythagoras theorem first. So in Pythagoras theorem we have a right angle triangle where two sides is equal to the hypotenuse. So if we have A and B, it's equal to the squares of these A square and B square will be equal to the hypotenuse part, that is C. So if I want to tell you clearly, let's take it hypotenuse as head and this as A and B. Okay, so what is the hypotenuse then? Hypotenuse square is equal to the sides of the both. This is hypotenuse theorem. Okay, h is nothing but root of A square plus B square. By using this we are going to find plot root 2 on the number line. We need scale and compass for this. I am going to teach you. Please understand. Okay, so what are we going to do now? So where does root 2 will come? Root 2 will come in the number line 0, minus 1, minus 2, plus 1 and plus 2. So where does the root 2 come? Root 2 will be come after plus 1 and plus 2, in between somewhere here. We are going to find out this. So what are we going to do? Okay, what are we going to do? Let's take a compass. So let's take a compass first and take the needle here and mark a small arc. Okay, by using your compass, take a small measurement here and point the needle at the one and draw a small arc here, and from here make an arc here, and from here make an arc here. We have to point a perpendicular line first to find root 2. So that's what we are going to do here now. From here again draw a arch from here using your compass and needle, draw a arch here. So now we got a 90-degree angle. So join this. Okay, join this. This will be your 90-degree and name it as P. This is your perpendicular line. Okay, so let it be P. Now what we have to do? We have to join from 0 to 1. After joining this, let's name this as this side M. Okay, this is your hypotenuse, so this is your root 2. So this will be 1 and 1. So how do you obtain root 2? So the sides has to be 1 and 1. That's how you'll get. Let's calculate here. If A is 1 square plus B is 1 square, then what will be the answer? 1 square plus 1 square is nothing but 1 plus 1. Then your hypotenuse is root 2. So we have to take, that's the reason we have taken from 1 centimeter. Okay, from here 1 centimeter we have drawn a perpendicular line here and we have connected this from 0 to this point. We got root 2 and this sides will be 1 and 1. Okay, we have taken the 1 unit. That's the reason we have taken 1 unit. Okay, from the base that's 1 unit and this is 1 unit. So next what we have to do, open your compass, take the measurement, point it at 0, the compass needle, and extend your compass pencil till here. So take this measurement and what you have to do, keep at 0 again, point it at the 0 and come back to the number line part and mark it. So this measurement has to be marked on the number line. It will be somewhere here itself. This is your root 2 on the number line. Okay, this is how we get the root 2 on your number line. I hope you have understood. So I'm going to explain to you once again. So how are we going to point root 2 on the number line? On the number line we are going to point the root 2 plot. Okay, by using Pythagoras theorem. By using the Pythagoras theorem, we are going to plot the root 2. So what are we going to do? First we are going to apply the formula h square is equal to a square plus b square. This is Pythagoras theorem formula. So h is nothing but a square plus b square. So to obtain root 2, what should be the both the sides in the triangle? It has to be 1 and 1 unit. Okay. So then a will be 1 and b will be 1. So 1 square is nothing but 1 itself. Both the side we got 1 plus 1. So the answer is root 2. Now how are we going to plot? We are going to take the 1 unit from here 0 to 1 and take your compass. Take a small measurement and draw a arch from here, more than less than half from here. Okay, so you'll draw a semicircle here, and what are you going to do? You're going to point your needle here and draw the arch here, and point the needle here and draw the arch here, and from here we have to plot a perpendicular line. So you're going to point the compass needle here and draw the arch here, and from here again here you get the arch which is cross to the 1. So this is a perpendicular line or 90-degree straight line. So we are going to connect this, and from we are going to name it as P, and from P we are going to connect the 0, and let's name this side as root, and this is our root 2. Okay, because hypotenuse is nothing but root 2. Take your compass needle, point at 0 and extend the pencil till here. Okay, take this measurement on the number line and plot it on the number line. This is our root 2. Similarly, we are going to plot root 3 on the number line. So how are we going to plot root 3 on the number line? By using the hypotenuse theorem. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, we know the formula h is equal to root of p square plus b square. That's a square plus b square. That's two side is equal to the hypotenuse. So to find the root 3, what has to be the a and b value? So a value has to be 1 and b value has to be root 2. Then how we are going to get root 3? So let's substitute and see. So if a is 1 square plus what is root b is root 2 square. So what happens? 1 square is nothing but 1. So root 2 squares means square gets cancelled. It will be 1 plus 2. The answer will be root 3. So we got our h. So LHS is equal to RHS, and right. So how are we going to plot this? So on the number line. So it will come in the number line. We are going to get this after root 2. So it will be somewhere here, because root 2 we got here, so root 3 will be here itself. So how are we going to plot this? So we similarly how we plot for root 2, from there we are going to plot for root 3. So how did we plot for root 2? We draw a semicircle here and an arch, and we took a perpendicular line. We joined here at the 1. Okay, so we named it as P, and we joined from 0 to P and named it as root 2. So from here, how are we going to plot root 3? So we are going to, after drawing this bisector, we draw a perpendicular line and we got root 2, right, joining from here. Similarly, we are going to draw a perpendicular line here for root 3 by drawing the bisector. So we are going to get here. Okay, after drawing this bisector, we are going to extend this till 1 centimeter, and we're going to name it as Q, and join from here to this Q point. This is our root 3. Okay, this is our root 3. Now take your compass needle, point it at 0 and extend it till Q. Take this measurement and take the same measurement and mark it in your number line. So here is your root 3. This is how you plot your root 3. Okay, after drawing the bisector here, after joining the root 2 from here to here, this is also 1 centimeter. After getting your P, we are going to draw a 1 centimeter bisector again. It is perpendicular to this root 3. Okay, we are going to get the hypotenuse, which is root 3. This is 1 and this is root 2 by applying the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, that's how we are going to get the root 3. We are going to get a Q. So this point will be joined from 0 to Q, and we are going to name it as root 3, and we'll take this measurement from 0 to Q and mark it on the number line, and this is our root 3. Okay guys, any doubt, comment, like and subscribe. Thank you.